cows, like other ruminants, yes, cow is known as a kind of ruminant, okay. So, cows, like other ruminants, have specialized stomach system, means which has 4 compartments, and the largest of which is known as rumen. So, inside the rumen, digestion of food, especially plant material, okay, fibrous plant material, digestion of that, not the entire digestion, it is just breaking down of those plants occurs inside rumen by the help of microorganisms through a process known as enteric fermentation. And during this enteric fermentation, methane, this gas is produced. And you know that methane is responsible for global warming, since it has a high heat trapping capacity, methane. And after the production of methane inside the rumen, which is nothing but the stomach, one of the 4 stomachs of cows, okay, that methane is released into the atmosphere during the belching of cows. Again, if you talk about the manure management, manure obtained from cows, okay. So during manure management, when these are kept in anaerobic condition, in lagoons or pits like those things, okay. So decomposition of the organic matter of manure takes place, and during decomposition, methane gas is produced, which is again released into the atmosphere. You know that methane is much more effective at trapping heat as compared to carbon dioxide. Though the amount of methane, the total amount of methane in the atmosphere is less than that of carbon dioxide, still, since methane is much more effective as compared to carbon dioxide, so it causes global warming. Means it has a great impact on global warming. Okay. If you consider a period of 20 years, then it is almost 84 to 87 times much more effective than carbon dioxide. Means I am talking about methane, which is produced by cows. Again, if you take a longer time period like 100 years, then in that case it is almost much more effective, and the number here is 28 to 34. Means it is 28 to 34 times much more effective at trapping heat. So these are the direct reasons of production of methane due to cows. Again, if you talk about livestock farming, where mostly cattle are there, and we are talking about now cows, so you need pasture land, means grazing field for cows. Okay, for their farming, these are necessary. So deforestation is required for that purpose. And you know that if you go for deforestation, then deforestation causes release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Our planet loses trees that way. Anyway, since trees lose carbon dioxide, so that is again an indirect way of increasing or of contributing to global warming. Again, for the cows, their feed is required. So soybeans or something like that need to be cultivated, and during their cultivation of crops for the cows, okay, for their feeding purpose, crops are required, and during the cultivation of those things, fertilizers are used, pesticides are used, and by using those things, fertilizers and pesticides, nitrous oxide is produced and emitted into the atmosphere. And you know that nitrous oxide, that is also a kind of greenhouse gas, which is again responsible for global warming. So these are the indirect causes of global warming by the presence of cows. Direct causes are enteric fermentation and manure management, and these are the indirect causes. So if you can change in the feed of the cows, if you use supplements like oils, fats, etc., okay, in their feeding, in the feeding of the cows, then the production of methane will be less. Again, by the help of genetic engineering or proper breeding, the methane produced inside the cow's stomach can be reduced to sufficient extent. Okay, so many strategies can be followed to reduce the amount of methane produced by the presence of cows or by the cultivation of cows. Again, if you can reduce the milk and milk products, if you can reduce the consumption of milk and milk products, you know that milk is, we get milk from cows. So if you can reduce the consumption of milk and milk products, then automatically cultivation of cows will be reduced, and that way methane production will be reduced, and that way we will be able to reduce the effect of methane in global warming. For global warming, reduction of methane is required. Reduction of release of methane into the atmosphere is required to reduce the impact of global warming. And to reduce that, you need to reduce the consumption of milk and milk products. Okay, so this was all about today's lecture on cows responsible for producing methane, etc. Okay, means topic was cows. How cows are contributing to global warming. That was the main topic of discussion in today's lecture. Okay, of today's lecture. Anyway, so this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video.